We're back with a brand new show, The Real Love, streaming both reality realness with and entertainment color. Today's co-host to talk about love are with me here today. Up top, we have Miss TJoy matching the motif for The Real Love Boat. How are you doing? And what are your quick overall thoughts of this new series?
I'm doing well. I liked it. I thought it was a cute first show. I liked it. I'm intrigued.
Nice. And Tamika from Entertainment in Color is here as well. How are you doing, Tamika? And what are your immediate thoughts on the episode?
I'm good. I thought it was kind of slow.
Okay. Now, what do you think was slow? Is it because you don't know these people yet? Don't know yet? What's slow about it for you?
Yeah, I think it's mostly because I don't know these people that much. So it's like, okay, trying to get to know them, but they're like speeding through to an elimination. And I'm like, I, I really wasn't sure about the dates. Like, I felt like there should have been more dates rather than like, you're the only one that gets a date. And hey, you need to go bum rush this date in order to like speak to somebody. Like, I feel like I don't know how you can build connections in the way that they were trying to do it.
Well,
And some of the couples weren't engaging.
If it was only those dates that we saw that were the dates that happened, or is it possible that they're the only dates that were shown or aired?
Yeah, I think probably other people got dates. I think they just showed, those.
Myself, because most of these love shows are platforms or they're UK, and so they're all long. They're at least without commercials, and at least an hour without commercials. And I think that we're really missing out on understanding who these people are and these connections, because it's really only 44 minutes of content, and they have so much filler with, like, I know it's the first episode, I'll give them a little bit of ask, but and then like fluff going on that we're not really going to these dates. So hopefully these a bit more gimmicky, but I think that it's suffering from being too short, actually. Because short. Hi, Glenda. Thanks for being here. I didn't watch the show. Didn't know if it was worth it. Is it worth the cash app? Stick with it. I definitely find that it's the sense that is over 30. People that are in an older age bracket, which I really was happy to see. And also, Tamika, to something that you are always interested in, it has the women choosing first. You always have that critique for.
I did like that part. I did like that part.
Absolutely. So
I think that's what I was missing. Like, I'm like, the women get to choose first, so like I want to see them being in the driver's seat. Yeah.
Right. Fair. Yeah, I guess they didn't really have that much time to, like, on Bachelor in Paradise, we get to see them at least mingling on the beach and stuff like that. And I know that they have like a mini little cocktail party, and then they went straight into introductions at the beginning of this episode. So meet everybody and hang out a little bit. They're kind of like right into introduction and right to a challenge type thing, and right into dates, then right into an elimination, and 2 people left on the dock. So I do think it was a little bit too fast. I agree. I definitely agree. So Glenn, I don't know if it's worth the catch up, because I'm going to watch it no matter what. So it's hard for me to judge whether it's.
I think you should, Glenda. Just to watch the episode, see if you like it. Yeah, I think you should. Just watch it. Give it a go.
Hi, hi, ladies. I didn't catch the show, but I love your recaps.
Hi, Rita.
It's funny. The Older is good. Check it out. I mean, I don't know if it's going to stay that way because it definitely has a lot of kind of a revolve. The first episode, I was very surprised to see so many people that were 30.
Mhm.
So we start off the episode series sharing the Love Boat TV in his room. Have either of you watched the original Love Boat series?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if I watched it, but I know the music and like I know the characters, but I don't know if I actually watched. It was on TV growing up, sure. I definitely.
Yeah.
My mom watched
My
it.
grandparents used to watch it, and when I would be over their house, I would, watch it with them.
That's cute. Very cute. So then Rebecca knocks on the door, interrupts them, and they're like, we don't need to watch the Love Boat. We're going to be on the real Love Boat. And so I do personally like how gimmicky it is and kind of cheesy. It's kind of has that flair of Bachelor in Paradise. I feel like they are a little connections.
Right.
Weird. So we meet Paulo. Let's pull him up actually. I do have his picture here. Wait, how did you guys feel about Rebecca and Jerry as hosts while I pull up this picture?
I do like them. I thought but I've seen them on other stuff and especially together. So I like them in general.
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that they're a fun duo. I like them as a relationship, twins, and yeah, they seem to really care about each other. So I definitely like them being our hosts so far. So this is Captain Paulo. We're learning about him. He's 46. I think he's very handsome. From what it says here, he's from Italy.
And he has a 3-year-old and a fiance. Mm-hmm.
Well, now with Paulo, somebody was asking whether and I think that's pretty impressive. They found such attractive people to do these jobs. They're not. I don't think that they're actors, to be honest.
Oh, they're not. So you guys know I'm a travel agent.
Right.
And I know Matt. And I know Matt. Like, Matt has worked on Carnival Cruise Line, which is the parent company for Princess, and he is a real cruise director. So I've been following Matt for years under my travel agency. Funny enough, so and I found out he was gonna be on this. I like absolutely best pick because the man is gorgeous and he's also engaging. And so yeah, definitely real life people.
So I mean, obviously we're seeing here that and he has a long career behind him. And so it's really cool though that you are actually aware of him before this show. So they went out probably looking for the most attractive people that do this job.
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure they were just like, hey, and we're going to be doing the show. Anybody who's on the line who wants to try out, and they picked 3 of the prettiest people, I'm sure. but I will say I don't know Ezra or Paulo, but Matt is, if you follow his Facebook page, he's definitely very like fun and he's always showing us like behind his real life. I think he got engaged either last year or the year before. So yeah, definitely good casting call on their part.
Okay.
Good. Got our cap. And then let's talk about a bartender. So okay, what do you guys think about the jackets? Because I was looking at the Love Boat Australia also launched within the last couple of days. And I don't know, I don't know if you guys both watch Below Deck, but Hannah crew for Australia and
I think you just went out.
I saw. some reason my bars on StreamYard are very low. So okay, they're going up a little bit. And so yeah, but they're wearing their whites. They look so much more polished. I know this is a little bit gimmicky because like that the bartender on the original series.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think this is a throwback to the original series because he wore the red blazer. To be honest.
Yeah. And I mean, he came on the show in it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
wore it tonight on the show. Yeah. So I think that's an homage to that.
Did you like it, or did you want to see something else?
No, I like it.
I like it, but I like the original Love Boat. So to me, it's probably iconic. So it fits.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think if I like on cruises when I go, like I never really notice what the bartenders are wearing. It's usually they're usually like very dark, so they blend in. Like they never really stand out, and I feel like Ezra is supposed to stand out.
Right. Okay. Fair. So she's pretty young. She's 26. So if you could remind me, Mika, so what is the cruise line that they're doing this show?
Princess.
They're doing it on Princess Cruise Lines, which is it's owned by Carnival. The Carnival line. Carnival owns a bunch of different actual cruise lines. Princess is their upscale version of Carnival. So there's usually tiers for the different cruise lines. Like even Royal Caribbean has a couple tiers, and the only one that really doesn't have tiers is Disney because they're just Disney. I love to cruise, so I've been on a few different ones.
In my future, now that everything's all about cruises lately.
Mm-hmm.
So we're learning here that Ezra does work for Princess Cruises for the last few years, and so I think it's pretty cool that they probably had a casting call on their through their super pump. Yeah, it's kind of like if you've ever watched Vanderpump, all the people who were on it worked at and they're able to start being part of the show. So I think that's pretty cool. All right. And then we have handsome cruise director, Matt. Okay, so why are you already searching him?
Well, when you're an agent, so you get connected to cruise directors, you get connected to BDMs, and so it's just like just getting connected to industry people. So like I said, he worked for Carnival, and I sell Carnival, Princess, Royal, NCL. I sell most cruises, so it's always good because they are in the know of what's like in trend, and give you little spotlights of the ships and new things to come and that kind of stuff. So
that's cool.
He's truly handsome. I obviously love that he's from Canada. Thank you. I mean, his teeth might be a little bit extreme. Next few couple months. Look, is he married? Is he dating?
So he got engaged a couple years ago, and it says here that they're married now. So yeah, I think he got engaged maybe during the pandemic.
Wow.
And then they probably just recently got married.
Cool. Let's see what she looks like. I'm sure she's gorgeous, but definitely can't wait to get to know.
Let me see if she's on
the
Facebook page.
So I absolutely.
I was saying I'll see if she's on his Facebook page. He usually shows her.
So I love the cast pick that were in the portholes. I think that was like a nice little. As I said, I really like the and so picture as if like they really are the real that cool. We get time right then down each of the cast members, but did anybody stand out when they're meeting the different people? So some people met the captain, some people met the bartender, some people met the cruise director when they were coming off after Jerry sees them through his binoculars.
And that's kind of like how it is when you board a cruise. Like you like, depending on, where you go, you'll meet the cruise director, when you get on, you go right to the bar, or the captain comes out and he's, boarding you in. So it's kind of true to life.
Love it. I mean, I definitely see it on Below Deck because they do a small, but definitely are always great their primary and their crew and the people joining within the end onto the tour. I think I need to go on a tour or on a cruise.
Yeah, you definitely would love it. You definitely would love it. Yeah.
I would love like kind of like a spiritual cruise, like one where I would learn something as well. So do you deal with any cruises like that, to me?
Oh, I never heard of that. Spiritual.
I mean, you can literally create your own program on any cruise, to be honest. So if you, if you wanted to, we could work and get a bunch of people who are looking for a spiritual cruise, and then get, speakers, and have the food be a certain way, and like, you could do anything.
Something to think about.
Look at you about to host the whole cruise.
I mean, hi. Did you watch the episode, or you just, All right, so we gather all the cast members to the deck, and we see Jerry and Rebecca. They are introducing the rules, and so I was actually really excited to see the rules of the show, because we didn't really know how person will be giving out what do they call it? They call it giving. Anyways, women are going to be using the guys first. Everybody's gonna have dates. I thought they said everyone, but the dates were going to be selected for them. And then they're going to be leaving the people that are not selected at the port.
The sail away ceremony.
Sail away. Yeah. That's probably what I'm thinking of. And I see that I paused. So yeah, this is pretty good. Like, what do you think about the rules, and what do you think about the money?
So I was wondering how they were going to do that, because I know I was wondering if they would eliminate by port, or like the person just stays on the cruise. So I think port makes sense and kind of adds a bit of urgency to it, because you literally could be at the port in every day or every couple days. So
definitely.
I found a picture of his. I found a picture of his wife, if you guys want to see it.
I'm like, you find true love and $50,000? Okay, then. Oh, sounds like a winner. And you get a cruise and another cruise, or go on a cruise with just you two. So
definitely not bad at all.
Oh, do you see it?
Yep.
That's
she's definitely pretty. Okay.
I think he had another one. Yeah, so that, I mean, just here she is. Do you see it? Yeah. So just pretty couple.
Definitely. Okay, so will you guys talk for a second about the show? I'm gonna leave and come back and see if like this will reset StreamYard because it just has me having one bar. The sound keeps on going in and out. That's not fun. So
Mhm.
talk for a moment. I'm gonna be back.
Okay. So, what was your first impression of Jordan? Do you remember him? He was the one with all the tattoos. He was a firefighter raised by
Mhm.
a single mom.
I do love that they considering his that they actually put that he, that his father was in jail and that his mother raised him. Because we don't really find those stories for
Mhm.
people who are not black or not Hispanic, you know what I mean? So usually if we see an Asian person, they have like, the perfect two family
Mhm.
upbringing and household, and we don't usually engage in those conversations. So I do like that he was open and honest about it. And I thought he was a really sweet guy, to be honest.
Me too. I mean, the other girl, she was saying that she felt like he was coming, Nicole, she felt like he was coming on too strong, and I just didn't get that feeling. So,
Hopefully,
Yeah, I didn't understand what she meant, but I think she has a type, and he's fits the type, and so
oh, we're gonna get back to this. Oh my gosh, Jordan and Nicole. Ugh.
yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Terrible choice, but let's start from the beginning then. I think that it seems to be working better. I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
full,
Yes,
mine
you
too.
sound so much better. Yes.
so let's just see. Brett. So Brett was the next person or the first person that went up and did a little, they had to kind of present themselves. And so this, I do like this. I'm curious as to whether or not they knew like that they were going to be doing something like this, because if they did know in advance, I think that they were kind of weak sauce. But if it was last minute, they just got sprung on them, they did something like on the fly, then fine, I'll let it slide. But I thought they were all pretty basic and pretty bad.
They
Yeah,
were.
I agree. And
So
so it's kind of like, do we want them to have like been the perfect little packages to present? Or
No.
is it more real life, like especially if you're on a cruise ship, you've got to introduce yourself. It's like, oh my god, I have to introduce myself to a bunch of strangers that I don't know and come up with something like cool or quirky to say. So it's kind of like, I think I'm okay with it.
Me too.
But
Me too.
said before, I don't. Some of these people weren't as engaging to me as they could have been.
yeah, I mean, okay, I see your point, and I agree that like they in a real life situation they wouldn't have time to really prepare. But I guess there had to have been some sort of preparation because some people had props.
Hmm.
So, but I just thought that some of these were just really bad. And I guess I'm used to being around a lot of people that are kind of talented, and so I just expect more out of people. Sorry, so I have high
Everyone's not
standards.
as talented as you and your friends.
I know, but I really just okay, I have to tell you this one story. Okay, so on the weekend, it was Nuit Blanche, which is like from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. It was just art exhibits all around the city. So you just like kind
Mhm.
of walk around and just see different art exhibits and whatnot. So this one big exhibit was doing karaoke. And this girl that was with us that I don't know, but she's like friends of my best friend's sister's best friend. You know what I mean? Like she's kind of a friend of a friend. And she was really cool. She was really fun. I really liked her. And when we get there, she's like, I really want to sing karaoke. I really want to sing karaoke. And so she goes and she steals somebody's position in line. Like there's a person named Mercedes singing a song, and she was singing Alicia Keys's "Some People Want It All." And I was like, that's a pretty hard
Uh-huh.
song. You're gonna go sing that song? I'm like, okay, like let's hear it. And so she ends up going up and singing. She was terrible. Like she's like, some people say some people do it. And I was like, oh. We had to be like, yes, our girl. That's our girl, and she was just not the best singer. So that recently I've experienced being in the company of somebody that didn't know how to sing. It was just so bad. It was so shocking because she was so amped to go up there and sing, and like I was, and this is a hard song, Alicia Keys, like it has range, and she couldn't even hold a tune.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I think that's how I am. I feel like karaoke is
But this is
supposed to be
outside in front of
fun.
thousands of people on a stage with backup dancers.
I think she probably doesn't take herself
No, she was
seriously.
fine with
Like,
it. We
oh,
watched it after and laughed about it.
yeah,
But
I
anyways,
like that. I like that.
maybe I would have liked to see somebody do a little bit more like that. But Brett kind of did that. He did a bit of a country song. I think he's handsome and he's tall. He's a little bit stiff for me though. I don't know. Did you notice how kind of stiff he was?
Yeah, but I feel like the person that he kind of matched with, she's stiff. Well, even though she talks to dolphins, like I felt like I felt like maybe they could mesh them.
It's bad, but we were all at the front of the stage. We pushed ourselves to the front of the stage, being like, "That's our girl! That's our girl! It's our friend up there!" And then she's mad, and we're like, "Oh
That's
my!"
right. You gotta go 10 toes down. Whether she good or bad, you gotta ride with her.
Yeah. So did you like? What do you guys think of Brett? Did you guys like Brett?
No, Diva, you gonna walk away? I liked him. I thought he had a nice little subtle southern country like just appeal. I liked him.
I thought it was cute. Tamika, did you like him?
Yeah, it's okay. Not a draw for me.
Hopefully we can find everybody's signs by next week. That would make me very happy. See if we can do that. See.
I like people who can add something too. Can you imagine? You're like, oh, you're a footwear designer. Design me shoes. Design me every time you get excited. Like, design me a pair of shoes. Like, just
that was pretty cool. That job. I thought that was a pretty awesome job. A footwear designer, and he goes around and sees people wearing the shoes that he's created. I think that's pretty cool.
Right. That
he
is
said
pretty cool.
Like I wonder which company he works for.
I feel like it's a sneaker company, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
So my note for him was sang a country song poorly. All right. So next up we have Nicole. For whatever reason, Nicole looks familiar to me. I don't know if she's she's Canadian. Oh, so maybe I do know her. She looked familiar to me.
Familiar.
Forrest also looks familiar.
Yes,
Michael looks familiar.
Who?
Nicole Wong. Let me see if I have mutual friends with her. Hold on a second. I like Nicole. I thought she's obviously beautiful. She's 28 years old. She's a bodybuilder. How do I know Nicole though?
Well, she's an entrepreneur and bodybuilder, and she says she can lift 2 times her weight or something.
Yes. And so who did she pick up? She picked up the dolphin whisperer, right?
She picked up Emily.
Oh, it's Emily. Emily. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see if I know Nicole Wong, because she looks super familiar to me, and I'm like, I feel like I know you. Oh, maybe she's too famous now and she doesn't have like a normal. Let's see, Vancouver.
Famous.
Literally, I was like, I know this girl. Man, there's like a gazillion Nicole Wongs. Okay.
Hey.
Not great. Who's this one? Maybe it's this. Oh, it's this one. Okay, I do have 13 mutual friends with her. Let's see who my mutuals are. Let's look at this. This is kind of cool. That I kind of not know her, but kind of. Let's look at the Nicole stream. Oops. I don't know where I know her though from. She could be, maybe I used to dance with her. Whoever. Oh, I think we used to dance together.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, the people that she knows are my dance friends.
Kevin Bacon of reality TV. You know I call you that.
It's catching on. Other people have also called me that as well, which is really funny. Hold on, let's see. So So yeah, these are the mutual friends. It says 13, but it's only showing me 6. I don't know why. But yeah, so this is a dance friend, dance friend, dance friend. I don't remember who this is unless they got married, and I just don't remember who they are now. Don't remember him, and this is an actor friend. Maybe I took acting classes with her. Well, anyways, I knew she looked familiar, so we've definitely crossed paths and we've probably met before, which is cool. She's definitely pretty. And hopefully I can find out some more tea about her, knowing that we only have a couple friends, 1 degree of such separation. So we will keep you in the know about how much I know about her. Then we have Michael. So what do we think about Michael right off the bat?
Getting up there sweating, talking about he used to be a jerk and now he's reformed. Michael, sit down.
He was terrible.
Red flag city.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
I said red flag city.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Like, I think he's almost attractive. And then he opened his mouth and like, I used to be like, but like I didn't like the person who I was. Like, he's still that guy, I'm sure.
He's still that guy. He is still that guy. And now his game is to say that he's done the work and went to therapy. That's how he's trying to run game. He's still that guy. He's still that guy.
I'm happy that he's older, but when I saw like his package and then him even going up there and being all honest about that, like it's great to be honest, but I would be turned off if I've heard him like, yeah, like I went to therapy and like I used to be no, he said in my last few relationships, like I wasn't the greatest guy and I was like, like that's not a great first impression. So Michael, I was like, you are a red flag for sure.
Yeah.
Then we got Brooke. Where are we, Brookie?
Brooke.
Brooke is
talk to the dolphin. Can you do it? Talk to the dolphin.
I don't know what the sounds like enough to be able to do it. But what does she do for a job?
She is she's a food and beverage rep.
Okay. So she's worked in hospitality. So she's probably very personable and gets along with people. I didn't really think anything of her, really. I thought she was a little bit strange. Her mother like talking about glitter and stuff like that for someone 35 now. I mean, I love glitter, not knocking glitter, but there was something that seemed just a little bit not juvenile, but I don't know what the word I want to say. I don't know, but she's okay. You guys like her? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
I just feel like she's going to be an emotional crier.
Oh boy. Potentially. Okay, so we also have Marty. What do we think of Marty? He's 33.
He's an account exec.
Poem. Say it again?
He's an account exec. Yeah, he read a poem.
He's not my type, but he's cute.
I don't know.
I liked his poem.
He was a little bland to me. Poem was okay, but he was bland to me. Yeah, like his conversation was bland. Like
he's definitely bland. That's why I'm saying like I'm not really vibing him, but he was okay for somebody that wants plain rice. Like like no salt. There's people that like no salt.
No soy sauce. No
soy sauce. No taste. No flavor. Like people enjoy that. So
it's just steamed. It's just steamed.
steamed chicken. We have Jordan up next. So Jordan, he's 26. He's also from Canada. So he's from Ontario. This is like 2 hours from me. Okay. I should look him up to see if I have any mutuals. But I don't recognize him, but he's a firefighter, which is cool. There's lots of tattoos. He's a very handsome looking man. But even when he got up there and doing his like Magic Mike strip tease type thing, I was like, I rolled my eyes hard. It's not. He's not for me. Is he for either of you?
No.
I mean, he's not for me,
Nothing.
but he at least was fun to watch, I will
Okay, yeah,
say.
his act was fun to watch, 100%.
Mm,
But also, it said to me it was a red flag for me as well.
mm. But I'll
But
take it.
you'll take his red flag?
To
Okay.
watch? Yes.
Okay.
Not in my life, but yeah.
Not in
Yeah,
my
to
life.
watch
But
though.
I'll watch
Yeah.
it and scream. Oh yeah, you've never been to a strip club, so that's okay. So at some male strip
Oh
clubs,
yeah. She's
they do that, or you'll be on a chair and
Mhm.
they'll like grind up against you. So I went for my 40th birthday. The theme was, what did I call the theme? It was like Cougar Town or like Cougars and Boy Toys. I can't remember what I called it. And so we all had to dress up like older women that are going out on the prowl. And so we went to a male strip club, and my friend bought me a lap dance, and we go to the back for this lap dance. This guy can't even, he has like, he's just so stiff. So he's trying to do like a body wave, but it's just like basically him going like this with his body. Like it was just, there's no like move, you know? And I was like, oh, this isn't really interesting just seeing him like move back and forth like this. I was like, oh, he's like, hey, for a little bit extra, I'll take it all off. And I was like, I'm
no
good. I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. So I leave, and I was pretty tipsy, and I go to back to the stage area, and there was a guy dancing. It was like in my opinion, an unattractive stripper. He was like the lumberjack look. So with a big full beard, no shirt, wearing like jeans with bare feet. Like I was just like, this is not me. But he
Uh-huh.
was my birthday, so he pulls me up on stage and sits me down on the chair and like gives me some terrible dance. Like a guy at a pool doesn't usually do it for me. But anyways, I was so turned off and feeling extra. So like I pushed him down on the chair and I gave him a lap dance on the stage.
That's how you do it.
That's more
Let me
fun.
show you how a cougar does it.
Exactly. Everybody's like, what? Shut down. Anyways, Jordan, fun to watch, but he wouldn't be the guy that I would be choosing to date long term. Not I. Another Canadian we learn is Shaylin from Toronto. I need to look her up as well to see if we have any mutuals. She's definitely
like
a pretty girl.
She's
Super
gorgeous.
pretty.
Yeah.
Basketball was her number one love, and like she did like a little basketball, tricks kind of. And while she was doing that, it was so cute because Daniel, who's a basketball coach, was kind of watching her like feeling it.
Yeah, like this is up my alley.
I want a girl that I can play basketball. Love and Basketball. I love that movie.
Oh, I love that movie. So great. So yes, that was so cute. I love that.
So I definitely thought that she was gorgeous. She's 29 years old. From Toronto, we're learning. So I'm going to see if I can find some backstory about her because, I know at least like if I find out what school she went to and stuff like that, I can learn a little bit more about her.
She said her last boyfriend cheated. So she had to heal from that. Don't they all, Chef?
Don't say that. Don't put it into the universe.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right.
I'm trying to find her on Facebook, but I don't see her yet.
That's right, Tamika. Ooh. We doing our days. We supposed to be doing better. It's a process. I'm telling you. What is it? 21 days to break a habit? I'm trying. I'm only on day 9 or 10. Okay, I'm trying.
It's 21 days, 20 days to break a habit and 20 days to reset a new one.
Okay.
So obviously she's gorgeous, and then next up we do get to see, where is Daniel? Who's another little cutie, 20, I think he's 26 now, from Atlanta, Georgia, and he's a basketball coach, and he does a little dance. He was cute. I thought he was cute.
I like that on the ground.
Did he do the bang on the ground?
Yes.
Honestly, like in dance classes, like that move came out like, I don't know, like 3 years ago or 4 years ago when people were all like on the ground, like doing that bang. And then I just remember TikTok days for the from the top, make it hot. That's so wet. That's so wet.
Uh-huh.
And they don't know. So I did like his little dance moves. He was cute, and I like that it seems like Lynn also likes him. So I'm like, good,
Mm-hmm.
an immediate connection. But Nicole seems to have eyes for Daniel as well. Huh.
She sure does.
Next up is Emily. She seemed older than she actually is. We learned that she's a
Yes.
virgin. Doesn't matter, but she obviously has to share it on these shows. 24. She is a labor delivery nurse.
Yeah.
It's pretty accomplished for 24, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
She seems pretty young, but that's pretty great. But she's CPR certified, so her talent was going to be able to give mouth to mouth.
And here goes Jordan. I feel like I'm going into cardiac arrest right now.
So funny to me. And then lastly, we have Lisa. Where is she? She's 24. She's from San Diego, California. I thought she was super gorgeous. She's a landscape designer. And because I know Pilates, I do know the rollover and the teaser. Did you think that this was a great talent to do some Pilates?
I mean, I can do Pilates. Well,
I think she accomplished her goal, which was to get the men seeing her in a flexible position.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Because like you're saying, she does end up winning the catch of the day, which means that she is going to get a seat at the captain's table. And then she's also going to get first pick when they are going to be doing their, what's it called?
She's
catch of the day. What's the recoupling?
Oh, she gets her first pick.
Sail away.
The sail away.
Uh-huh.
So we do meet up, like everybody gets together after these little games, and we meet the original bartender, Ted Lang, which was nice. And they talked about the secret to finding love. And he says to listen is the secret to finding love. Do you guys agree or disagree?
I've been listening. I don't know.
On my podcast, I feel like communication is very, very important, and actively communicating sometimes means, or most times means, actively listening. You can't communicate, you can't come to common ground if you're not listening to your partner.
And hearing them, like actually not listening just to speak, but listening to understand. So I'll agree with you, Mr. Ted Lang. I did like it. I was thinking, though, that my first thought was like, oh, just staring into somebody's eyes. But I think eye contact, though, like, so you could really see the truth for me. But I think you're right, though. Listening is really important. So we are told that Eliza gets to pick one of the men that she's already met or one of these men. And we get 2 more men that she gets to talk to. So one of these men are, who I thought was really cute, Forrest.
Forrest is cute. But he is very familiar, and I do not know why.
He's very familiar to me as well.
And I think he's a little cocky.
Not as cocky as Jordan.
I didn't see him as being cocky.
No, I think he really went at the end when he wasn't getting picked. Like, I really felt like he was trying to come across as like really grateful to be here, but you could tell like he was not used to not being picked.
But they kind of did him dirty, I would say, because like, I mean, I guess it's the name of the game, but like to have less than a day to get to know these people that are being set up with other people already. It's kind of a bad position. Like, it should have been, if they're going to bring 2 guys in, the guy should have been picking, or I don't know, something. I don't know.
I mean,
I see what you're saying, but Nathan got picked. I mean, he came in with him.
I actually think that was a poor choice, though. So I really didn't think he was going to get picked.
I think that was a poor choice too. But I thought Michael was going to be a poor choice too. So I was like, she just making poor decisions. So
I think that if we're gonna do Love Island bombshelling, you need to give them time. I will say this: we always complain about the time that Love Island gives, but they gave more time.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. Like at least they get like 2 days on Love Island. This is like 2 hours.
hmm
And if you didn't have a chance to talk, like if that's the case, they're gonna bring these bombshells in. These bombshells should get the opportunity to speed date every single person that's there.
that's what I was saying earlier. I felt like it, they should have had more dates. I just feel like there should have been more dates.
Hmm. So that's Nathan, Forrest, who I thought was super cute. And then the
Mhm.
other bombshell is Nathan, 24, from Cincinnati, Ohio. He says that it's hard for him to open to women. To me, he came across very 24 or under. Um, I was not into him at all. I don't think that he's there to find love. Like, he was a big thumbs down for me. I was like, there's no way that anybody's picking him.
It's like it was nothing up here. It's just all, and he's like my older brother. He's a smart one, and I'm like, yeah, I would think so. I mean, I was nothing up there,
So those are our
and she knew
bombshells.
it, and she knew it. She knew it.
We're going to get to her choices, but she chooses Michael in this moment. That's her pick, and she's going to have the first pick for the sail away ceremony. And so I don't know why I wrote this, but I wrote Jordan is terrible. I think he was probably being really cocky at this point. I don't remember what he said, but that's all I wrote down at that point. Then we see Alyssa and Michael sitting down talking to the captain, and he's giving advice.
hmm
I kind of like this element a little bit, giving some I liked him talking about relationships. They get to talk about what they think about relationships and opening that floor for discussion with a third party there to like facilitate the important conversations. I thought this was a good added element, personally.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very throwback to the original Love Boat,
Yeah.
where we used to see the captain walk around bestowing wisdom to the passengers briefly, and so I do like that callback.
Definitely worked for me. I thought that this was a good question that I believe, I think Alyssa posed it. What's your biggest fear in life? And I thought Michael's answer was a good answer. Regret.
Yes. Yeah, but ants.
Did she even go into details to what that meant? Because I don't remember.
No,
I just was like,
no,
ants?
No, she did not. She did not go into detail.
Why ants? Now we maybe know why she picked Nathan later on.
Not even a spider, an alligator, a tiger, ants. Woo.
Anyways, I was unimpressed by that response. And if I was Michael, like, or a person sitting on a date and someone said that ants was their biggest fear after I said regret, like, I'd be like, I don't know if we're on the same page here. I'm not sure that there's a connection here.
Let me try to go on a date with somebody else real quick. That's what I would be thinking.
So we see some mini dates. So, we know that Shaylin and Daniel have a moment together. She really likes him a lot. She usually dates older, but he's a lot younger than her. So what do you think about this age dynamic? So she is 29,
28, 29, and he's 25, 26. Yeah.
3 years.
I think that's an old soul.
I think she was coming from a place where she said that men intimidate her. Men are intimidated by her, and so I think it's funny because she says, "Oh, I date older." So you date older men, and they still become intimidated by you. So I would feel like age shouldn't be the distractor, but I think in her head she can't see how a younger man will not be intimidated by you. But some young men have, like I said, I tend to date young. Yeah, I tend to date younger. Some younger men have more bravado and have more balls and can handle their woman being a certain way. And we're seeing it right now with Taylor Hale and Joseph, right? Like, Taylor's 28,
And she also
29.
just won $800,000.
Hello.
But again,
But I
like
do think that he would be that
he's
way even if she hadn't won. I think he really
yeah,
liked
he's
her.
He's also a lawyer,
25.
though. I think
Yeah, he's an attorney. He literally, if he wanted to, could be way more cockier than he is with her, and we're just not seeing that. Even last night they had a live, and her kissing Monty was on the screen. He was just laughing at it, and you could tell. Yeah, it was hilarious. Actually, it was very funny.
I know but she was so uncomfortable. She was like, "How did this happen? How did it go to this episode? What is happening?" She was like,
People are like, but then she was laughing because people were in the comments of the live like, not y'all saying Monty said it.
I know people weren't saying that. People were
He had just come back to Todrick's house from getting food, and they're like, "Not." She's like, "Not y'all saying that Monty said us something." Anyway, and she's there. She's there covering his eyes so that he won't see. So while she's trying to get it on the screen, and he's fine. Like if it was Monty who is her,
yeah,
he would have had a heart attack.
Yes.
Literally.
Well, in terms of Shaylin, though, so like I hear your point, but I'm thinking that the reason why she dates older is the guys that are able to handle her are older, but people around her age hasn't been. That's what I kind of took from what she was saying. So that's why she does date older, so that she could be with somebody
that's
that
what
is
I took from her.
So, but I
I
definitely have seen a lot of younger men that have a lot of chutzpah and they go after what they want and they have a lot of stamina and they will keep trying, you know,
They
absolutely.
definitely have stamina.
Okay, should we have some stamina talks with Miss TJoy? So the crew of the boat was talking about all the singles. The cruise director was kind of talking about the different couples that would be a fit. So I do like that they are observing people and their personalities and they were putting them together. Now I wish, or I hope, and it still could be possible, that there was like a relationship coach on staff, or at least
that would be
part
nice.
of the casting process, so that I know that they chose like Daniel and Shaylin because like they both are into basketball, and like there seemed to be people that they were hoping that would make a connection. But I wonder if there's somebody that is kind of an expert in that field of putting people together. So hopefully they have that going on, but I kind of doubt it. Mm-hmm. So Nicole and Jordan are going on a workout date. And she said, like, her red flags were correct. She's like, you seem like a sweet talker. Yeah.
A player.
A player. Yeah. And she's like, I usually go for tats. Like, it doesn't matter like what they like, who they are. Like, if they have tats, like I'm a sucker for tats. And I'm like, are you hearing yourself? You're a sucker for tats. If these relationships worked out for you, chances are no. But she gets him.
But he's not really her target, though, right? So, like,
does Daniel have tattoos? Because I didn't even see that Daniel had tattoos.
I don't think Daniel has tattoos.
Huh?
I think Daniel is different from her regular type.
Okay. Right. So Daniel is her real target. She said it here, and then she says it later on when she picks Jordan. So, like, her target is Daniel, but Daniel's not giving her the time of day. So I feel like she's just like, well, I'll just have a bit of fun with my normal type.
So the next little mini date we see is Marty and Emily, and they're playing a little bit of mini golf, and then they kind of sit and chat on a ledge. They talk about children. They both want 2 to 3 kids, so apparently that means that they're a match made in heaven, and they kiss.
You better bet it, girl.
The kiss was okay. It wasn't very passionate, but I wasn't grossed out. So
I didn't feel like there was any chemistry that led up to the kiss. She was like, oh, they're like
for so long.
Yeah, exactly. And she was just like, oh, here we go.
Right. Oh, he's going for it.
There was nothing sexy about that lead up, to be honest. So,
but I can see them lasting. They seem vanilla enough for each other. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true. I mean, their conversation was very bland at an equal amount. I agree.
Yeah, and I think that she's eating it up. Like she's just like, ooh, this bland person is my dream.
I think because the more choices that come though, I think she might be swayed a little bit. She might like a little caramel on a Sunday, not just the vanilla ice cream. I think like she could be swayed a little bit.
I'm
You don't
not
think
seeing
so?
it, but no,
I don't think she
not
wants a
her.
sprinkle. I don't think she wants a chocolate shaving. I don't think she wants a swirl.
Sprinkles.
Like
You don't
I
think
mean,
she wants
nothing.
I mean, Forrest was right there. Like,
Forrest, so
No, that's
handsome.
not her type. I mean, he's fine, but I
yeah,
don't think that's her.
but you're saying that she wants a little caramel. She went again. Forrest was right
Like
there.
think
Like,
of
if she
somebody that's
wanted
not
to,
as bland as bland. Now, come on, it's not going. She's not going for chocolate. She don't want a banana split. But I'm just saying, just a little bit of like maybe like a whipped cream and
Swirl
cherry, like
free.
just a
No
little.
cherry. No
Uh,
swirl. Not
no,
even
no swirl,
not
no
even French
swirl.
vanilla. Not even French vanilla.
mm-mm,
Plain
Yeah,
no,
vanilla.
like,
the
yeah,
vanilla bean. Like
No
she
vanilla
might.
no,
bean that has too
no
much
beat,
color.
no speckles, no, no sprinkles, no speckles, no,
Okay,
Just
okay.
vanilla.
just
Like the vanilla that comes in the Neapolitan. It's like just
Oh
plain.
God, that's the worst.
The next mini date that we see is Nathan and Alyssa. I believe they were in a hot tub, and the first thing he said, "So what are you looking for?" And he's like, "I like a big butt. I haven't seen yet if like you have one."
I would have been so turned off immediately. I would have been so, and I have a big butt, but I would have been so turned off immediately.
I was turned off, and I was just watching. If I was on a date, I already don't find him attractive. I already
Right.
think that he's. I lead with like the things that I like for the most part is like smart genius is
Mhm.
like what will get me for sure. Like if you're like really talented, really smart, really amazing at something, like I'm like, oh my god, like you'll just like it's just you fall in love with them. But so he's already coming off as dumb, and then this is his first thing that he says is a big butt, but like not even in a way that's gonna like he's saying it about you to kind of turn you on. You know what I mean? I was like,
Right.
mm-mm. I'm not gonna lie. Please lie a little bit. Like your game is terrible, and this is what we
Terrible.
learned that his brother's
say
the smart
please
one.
lie, just a little.
Pardon?
I said not you say please lie, just a little.
Let me believe your white lies. Tell me something.
So yeah, like this, his brother's the smart one, and I understand that must be true.
Yes.
So we see Michael talking to Ezra, and he's like, you know, I had a really good date with Alyssa, and she's like, well, you should go and talk to her. Like she's on a date with Nathan, and he doesn't take the bait there. Now that's interesting to me because on most of these shows, like the producers on the Bachelor series, they're always like make them people cut in and go and can I steal you for a sec? Can I steal you for a sec? Can we go chat? Want to go chat? And so the fact that he didn't do that, I think means that he wasn't that interested. But I was surprised that he didn't go up because like at the moment they wanted was like these two guys fighting over her. And then
But he was so cocky. He was so cocky. He was like, we connected and I believe in our connection. So
I mean, I don't think that's cocky. I maybe
I think he didn't believe in it.
I maybe that's how he felt, and he was secure enough in that he didn't feel like messing that up to go interrupt her date with somebody else.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
could come across poorly.
Poorly, right? That's what I would think.
Well, he didn't do it, and maybe he should have. We'll soon find out. So all the girls are in a row. Wait, what am I talking about? And the boys are in a row. Nathan and Michael peacocking. What did I? Like, were they? Oh, they were all just like, in a room, not a row. Okay, so yeah, they're all talking in a different stateroom, and just being like, talk about their dates and like, oh my god, you're gonna have to choose first. And then the guys are in another room, and Nathan and Michael are all just all like, oh, like she likes me. I know she likes me. I know she likes me too. And so they're all like fighting over Alyssa's affections. At this point, I thought she was picking Michael.
Me too. I was sold on it. I thought she was definitely picking him.
Because, like, from what I
Because
saw,
she didn't seem like she seemed when she was asking Nathan certain questions and his responses. She was like I had a better conversation at the captain's table, and I thought she was gonna pick Michael.
But
I think
did
it's
she
because
have a
Nathan's tall.
better conversation when she leads up with ants to his? So, so
But
is
Michael was
she
giving
just
really good
shallow?
answers. Michael was giving good answers. She wasn't giving good answers, but
No, no, but
Michael
that's
was.
what I'm saying. Like Michael was giving good answers, so you would think that she would be a little more open, a little more vulnerable, give something actually back. But maybe her depth is as shallow
As
as
ants,
a kiddie
yeah.
pool. So, and so for him, he might have thought it was cute and quirky and that they connected. And for her, she's just like, oh, he's too serious, which we all know that Michael was not too serious, like
Right.
not at all. But for her, maybe that's the case.
I definitely realized that, like, now that we're talking about it, like, the fact that she said ants shows to me that she's easily able to she's attracted to somebody her age, basically.
Right.
And Nathan is her age, and he's also very tall. And tall also gives you a few points in the attractive factors sometimes. And
Mm-hmm.
so he's the tallest guy that's there. He comes in. He is an attractive guy. I believe she might have said that she was a sucker for light eyes. I'm not sure if it was her or not, but you know, if you don't have much depth and you're young, you want the athlete guy, right?
Yes.
She wants the athlete guy.
Mhm.
So I did though at this point think that she's going to choose Michael. So everybody gets on the deck and we have the guys pleading their case. The only one that I wrote down was Marty being like, I have butterflies all over my body. I mean, I want people to say that, obviously, but like, not him for whatever reason. I rolled my eyes.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Is it because like
smart.
it's because he's so vanilla that like he doesn't even know what a butterfly looks like? Is it too colorful?
I don't. That's true. It is very colorful.
Can be. Maybe it's a moth. Just kidding. So we have Jerry pulling out bingo balls to determine the order after Alyssa goes first and chooses Nathan. All right. Well, like at that point, I'm not interested in her love story because I think she's going to make bad decisions. So, okay, she lost me. Even though Michael, I don't like Michael as a person, I thought that he might have been a better choice if you're looking for a long-term relationship.
I have her being left at port.
Oh yeah, Nathan's not staying with her. She's not vanilla enough for Nathan. Like, she has too much swirl. No way. Next up is Emily. She chooses Marty. We knew that was going to happen. They've already kissed. They both really seem to like each other. I can see them going to the end together. It seems like that vibe for me. Shaylin chooses Daniel, and Nicole is upset about this because
she was sour, wasn't she? Ooh.
Yes. So
and I'm just confused at why she was mad. I mean, I think we all saw their love train going.
She don't care about their love train. He her target. She want him.
Well, but also though, she probably wanted to be able to go on any date with him next cycle. So
I mean, she could still. He's going to be the one doing the choosing, right? We don't know how that works. So.
That is true.
But so Shaylin is his number one.
Yeah, he likes her.
He's smitten with her. He said, he's like, now I was attracted to you because you're gorgeous, but then you picked up the basketball and you caught my attention. The man is smitten.
Absolutely.
Yes, he is.
That's what I'm saying. When someone's really good at something that you love, it's kind of hard to be. And like you can talk basketball together, and like we talked about this whole thing with Michelle and
Joe.
What's his name? Yeah, Minnesota Joe, Mr. Minnesota. Like they had this like heart flutters for each other because they both understand what it takes to be really good at that sport, and they both are. And so. it's gonna be difficult to break those two up. I think that they
Mhm.
have that connection is too visceral. Everybody
Yeah.
wants a love and basketball moment.
Right.
Like even
Yes.
I do, and I don't play basketball.
Same.
I want my love and basketball moment.
Same.
Let me play you for your heart. Let me play you for your heart.
A win. No, I'll let you. No, I would never let you. But like, and you choose me over Tyra. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that they are in it for the long haul. I don't see anybody coming in at this point. Maybe to swoop for her, just because she's a little bit older, and so there is a potential for her to be smitten maybe by somebody else. But I think he's all in on her because that's good for him. Very good.
And he said, I am coming here for my wife. Like, he has made that very clear. He's already been telling you that he was engaged. That didn't work out, but he was engaged. So you already know he has the capacity to propose and he want to be married. Okay?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Now the next thing I need to do is look up all these birth signs just to see the likelihoods.
Okay.
Which will be very exciting. I really hope we can find all of them. And then lastly, we have Nicole. Who's Nicole going to pick? It's between Jordan and Michael and Forrest. And I was like, Forrest and Michael, in my opinion, are better options than Jordan.
Yeah.
And not to height shame, but like even Jordan was just so small. And I was just like,
that's what I'm saying.
It was,
and she had been saying it the whole time. I don't like you give me player by. I don't want.
Yeah. So she does end up choosing Jordan. I didn't really enjoy the fact that his game got rewarded. You know what I mean? I just don't think that he's like a reformed bad boy or whatever. Like, I do think that he probably does have a heart, but I think that he's too young to be able to open up and show it honestly. And I think that that's why he puts on this facade of being like a ladies' man. You know what I mean? We saw the fact that he started off really small and scrawny, and he's been working out every day since. And that kind of mask, his body is his mask, because I think that he probably got really hurt when he was really young. So I don't know if he's done enough work for me to be able to trust in him in a partnership, but she wants to give it a go. So she's giving it a go. That's it for the episode.
I'm not, I mean, I'm not a fan of them as a couple. I'm not a fan of Nicole in general. I mean, Jordan's okay, but just for TV, like, he's good TV. So we'll see. I think they're going to be the roller coaster where
revolving door of people. I don't think they're going to stay with each other.
No,
unless they make a friendship pact or something. So that's it for the premiere episode 1 here. I think, what would you give it out of 10?
7?
6.
6, 4, and 5. Me. Like, I think that it has potential. I think it has some kinks to iron out. The cast is okay. Could be worse. I've watched like the first episode of like Dated and Related, and the first episode of Cosmic Love, and I was like, I haven't watched the second episode because I didn't like the cast. So
I watched the first and the second episode of Cosmic Love. Whereas like the one that got away, I watched the entire series because that cast was just like so engaging, and it's by the same producers, like you can tell because they literally are like on the same property as the one that got away. And I'm just like, it's basically the one that got away with astrology. Anyway, the cast is not as engaging to me as the one that got away with it, because I actually love the thought process and the theme of the series. So I'm going to try to force myself to finish watching it, because I did promise to do some mini recaps.
Which one, Cosmic Love or this one?
Cosmic Love.
I did promise to do like mini reviews, and I haven't even brought.
Yeah, you did say you were going to do that. You did say you were going to do that, because I was waiting for you to, because you did the first one. Remember, I was like,
fine, but it's just The show kind of stinks.
And I
Mhm.
thought they were gonna have every sign. I didn't know they were gonna do it the way that they did it. I had high hopes for it, and I just didn't like the setup of it.
No,
I
I didn't mind that part. I just think it's the cast. Like, because there's no way you can have, like, to do matches, there's no way you can have every sign. Because even with every sign, there's other things in your chart. Like, that's the thing. If they were just doing sun signs, that'd be different. But they actually, because I was concerned, but they actually started doing like other things in people's charts to match them up.
but
So
I also don't agree with I know that it's a set of twins that are doing the astrology. But even some of their ways of reading the chart, I'm like, I don't know if I'd read it the same way. I'm not sure about
right.
this. And so far, I've been proven right by their like perfect match picks have not worked out. And I was like, I wouldn't have put them together in the first place. So, anyways, we'll get to Cosmic Love. Maybe Tamika and I will figure out how to like watch the rest of the season and talk about it. But we will be back here next week. Probably on Thursdays is when we'll go live talking about this show, because at this time slot, usually I'm doing the challenge, which starts back up again next Wednesday. So I'm thinking sometime on Thursday, we'll do our recap of this show. So thank you both for indulging in the Real Love Boat. Hopefully it will become a staple series for us that we really enjoy once they kind of figure out how to make it good.
Yeah. Do we agree with the decision to let go Love Island USA for the Love Vote so far?
I mean, I'd like the Love Island on Peacock,
Peacock,
so
yes,
I'd say
Right.
yes.
yes.
For the fact that I was more interested in the show. I don't like the censorship of CBS.
Right.
It gets too squeaky clean,
Yeah.
and I want to see a little bit more realness.
Yeah.
So it's like my name of my channel is Realness. I love real. So yeah, I'm happy that it's on Peacock. This can be on this channel. It doesn't need to be extra raunchy or people need to swear. Like, it's more
Yeah.
CBS vibes. So I'm okay with it. You too?
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
I was going to say the same thing, that I think that if they were going to let go Love Island, they should have just sent it to Paramount and just streamed it and give us everything on there rather than do the CBS and the CBS part time and so I do agree. I think with the type of host that we have, with the the mainstay characters that we have, I think this works for CBS.
Agreed. Well, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I know most people have not watched the Love Boat yet, the Real Love Boat. Hopefully, we've enticed you enough to come on this journey with us, this love journey, and we'll see how these couples fare. What do you guys have going on that you would like to share with the people?
I think I announced my podcast last
Announce it every single time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. So I launched a podcast last week. It is on my YouTube channel. If you don't want to watch the YouTube video, I did do what Chantel suggested last night, which is I uploaded it on Anchor. That is basically where now Spotify, and it's called A Passionate Eclectic and a Retired Liar. And I will hopefully have episode 2 out sometime this weekend. So take a listen. I got really good reviews on it, so we'll see how it goes. And let me know what you want to hear and what you want discussed on this channel. And I will be recapping Church Today by who is it? OWN, on the OWN network, as well as Friday, The Roll returns, and I will be recapping it this weekend. I am so excited. So if
Now,
you
where is it going to be? Where is it going?
Netflix.
Where's
Netflix.
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely going to be watching.
Yeah, I think the older episodes may be on Disney Plus, but I'm not sure. But The Mole was other than The Amazing Race, one of my favorite competition game shows ever.
Mhm.
Just realizing it's about 20 years old now, which is
Yep.
crazy.
Mhm.
And so, and I am glad. So they had civilian seasons, and then they started doing celebrity seasons. I am really civilian seasons because I am so excited to just try to figure out who the mole
I
is.
know, it's so
So
fun. So fun.
yeah.
So fun. Well, thank you, Tamika. Miss TJoy, do you have anything going on that you would like to share?
They released the cast of the third season of Love is Blind. So I'll be
Oh.
going over that this weekend, and it
Are
starts
you going to be
next
recapping
week.
it on your channel?
Yes, I
Oh,
am.
good to know. Okay, I'll link your channel in the description box below. So everybody make sure you follow Miss TJoy and Tamika at Entertainment in Color. Sorry, I cut you off. So Love is Blind?
No, that was it. That was it.
Okay.
Yes, Love is Blind.
Yeah, it starts
Amazing.
October 19th. So um I'll be watching.
Well, if you guys need a
Right?
co-host for either of those shows, I'll be watching. I don't know if I might do like mini recaps for them all, but I don't think I'm
Okay,
going to do
cool.
a full coverage. So if you ever need a guest, I'd
Yes,
be I'll love to come and
definitely.
talk about it for sure.
I'll definitely have you come check.
Sweet. Well, make sure you subscribe to all of our channels, including this one, Reality Realness with 3 S's. Like this video. Let us know, what do you think about these couples? Do you think that they're going to make it? Do you think that Alyssa made the right decision? What about Nicole? Do you think that she only chose Jordan in order for her to be able to try to sneak attack and steal Nathan? What do you think about this first
Daniel.
episode? Daniel is what I meant to say. So let us know what you think about this new series that we have on CBS, and we'll continue this conversation in the comments. Take care, everybody.